up, y'all? It's your boy, Bro Man for the Fifth Floor, and we are live for the last episode of 2025 of the Dress Code Podcast. Oh, boy. Y'all, it's been a year in fashion.
It's been a year, period.
Hold on, I forgot to introduce her. I forgot to introduce her to the... I just got so depressed just thinking like, dang, it's been another year already. We got the stylish local, a.k.a. Ashley, in the building here with us today, guys. And I don't know, man. This year has been a lot in fashion. Companies going bankrupt.
Yeah.
We got different people getting exposed for having all these cheap-ass garments in their... We're going to get into all of that. Ashley, what you want to lead off with today? Talk to us about what you got on your docket.
Ooh, child. I don't even know where to start, honestly.
Bro, if you don't start...
Well, you know what? Realistically, I kind of really want to start with just, like, the movements in fashion, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah. This year was a
lot of fashion
crazy
musical chairs was happening.
Nah, this was like a... And you want to know what's so crazy about it? Did anybody do bad? I don't think anybody...
You mean like made a bad choice in the move?
No, like in their debut.
Oh.
In a lot of their debuts.
I feel like it kind of depends on like how you feel. Because I know that some people were... I forget his name. I got to put his name on the screen. He came from Miu Miu and went to Versace. And people either really liked his Versace debut or they really hated it. I kind of felt like it gave me vintage Versace in a way, like just with the colors and the stuff like that. But a lot of people felt like it missed the mark for them. And I don't know that I can agree. But I will say is that he made one collection. He's out already. He's gone.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's gone. He left.
Because Prada acquired Versace.
Versace, and he used to work, and it was like...
and it's giving some little shady teas in the
He left
background.
on bad terms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that's what people have been saying.
So
like
they say he left on bad
Correct.
terms, and like it was rocky. So it was like, oh, word?
Copy.
Watch this.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
That's wild.
Which is crazy.
Could you imagine waking up that morning and you see that acquisition and you like...
My stomach would be in my ass. Like, I would be sick. But that's realistically why you kind of got like part ways the best that you can. Yeah, especially in the fashion industry. It's this big. It's this big. Because not to say where can he go now, right? Because he can obviously go somewhere else. But it's just like, you just never know what's going to happen because all these brands are getting acquired or just like all these different things. I don't know. But that Jonathan Anderson's debut for Dior, which some people either, I feel like, once again, really loved or really hated. I think that I want to see more from the collections, obviously. Like, I'd never do, like, make a final decision on the first collection. I need to see more. I need to see at least 3 collections. I need you to get your feet wet. I need you to do some things. Pierre Paolo for Balenciaga. Everything. Okay? I could shed a tear of joy. I was so happy. Olivia Roos thing from Balmain, gone. There's no more. The end of an era. Like, that's a big deal. Yeah, he's been there for was it 10 years, 20 years? I don't know. He was there for a very long time. Really long time. He was also the youngest to ever like be the creative director at that house. I would love to know what direction they're going to go in. I have questions.
I feel like with something like, I feel like, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking too much art. Are we thinking in RTW or are we talking in...
Yeah, the whole thing. I want to know like what's going to happen because the Balmain aesthetic is so distinct, right? Yeah. Like that's something. Balmain Army was a time to be alive, okay? If you were a fashion girl, you wanted to be in the Balmain Army. Gosh. You wanted that military style. You wanted that structured shoulder. You wanted just to be that girl. They had the top of the top in the army. So it's like, where do you go after that? And not to say that you can't go anywhere, but like something that's going to come and make the girls feel the same. And I actually really liked what he was doing right before he left because they kind of elevated the Balmain girl, like made her a little bit more just like grown, you know, still gave us like the silhouettes and things, still gave us, but he like just, she was a little softer, but still strong, if this makes any sense. So like his silhouettes were nice. Fire ass shoes, well, that I thought were fire, but like some people might not like them. But yeah, I want to know where he's going to. Like, where is he going? Is he going to go somewhere else? Is he going to start his own thing?
That's another.
Like, I have so many questions.
I'm interested to see what direction Hermes goes in.
Ooh, I was just going to say that.
I'm interested in seeing.
I'm excited for Grace.
I think everybody has Denma on a very On a very and he's producing.
So actually, I was not mad at the Gucci.
Nobody's mad at it.
Wasn't mad.
So we're here. So he's on the clock to see, like, all right, my brother, what you got?
I wanted the clock for me is what time you finna start with the fuckery. That's
when
my
you
clock.
Finna start?
What time you finna start with the fuckery?
I don't think he could start.
I don't know.
I don't think he could start. What else? What else? Who else? What is the? Martine Rose. Is Who's she the?
I forget. Hold on. Let me tell you right
was it
now.
not Martine Rose? Is it Martine Rose or Wales Bonner?
It's Grace. Yeah. Grace is going to Hermes.
Hermes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so she's going to Hermes, which is dope. She's gonna do the men's ready to wear.
Yes.
Which is like just fucking groundbreaking. Black woman, like sick. And I love her stuff in general.
Yeah, she makes good.
Obsessed with her. So I'm very excited to see. And also Hermes, I feel like their show for fall was they were doing things that I wasn't expecting, like just a little bit more sexier. They were playing with like harnesses and stuff that I was not expecting at all. So I'm very interested to see like what she does for the men, because I kind of feel like men don't always get the strong end of the stick when it comes to like certain brands. So I want to see like what she does, but I think it's gonna be some sick shit. And I think she's gonna put Hermes in like possibly a streetwear category. Like I feel like she's gonna give a couple. I feel like she's gonna give us some silhouettes that's gonna take them into that realm. So I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's just like my spidey senses is telling me she about to give a couple of pieces that's going to hit the streets hard.
That's a hell of a spidey tingle, my boy.
It's going to hit the streets hard. I have faith in her. I really do.
That's a hell of a spidey tingle.
I really, really do. Collaborations this year.
Oh, God. The year of this was a lot of... I want to say the collab of the year people are going to be surprised when I say this. I'm surprised at Vans.
Well, I was surprised when you showed it to me. Yeah. I had no idea. I don't know where I was.
A lot of dope collaborations this year. Yeah. One of the biggest, not the biggest, it was the most subtle, but it was just like, where did this come from? Was the Valentino Vans collection and collab, and that was super fire. Like if I could, I'd get all pieces. Like they were so dope to me. Yeah. Very calm, very chill, very humble. It's one of those things like if you look at it, it's like if you know, you know kind of things. I love it. If you know, you know kind of shoe. Yeah. Who else did they have? They had the Satoshi. Satoshi, if you guys don't know, is a Japanese brand. Definitely one of the I would say alongside ERD, they probably had the biggest year in as far as emerging streetwear. Satoshi is definitely they had fire pieces. I love their pieces. I've been watching that brand for a few years now.
I'm not familiar. I gotta get familiar.
You gotta get familiar with Satoshi. It hasn't been around that long. So allegedly, he used to work for Rude.
Oh, okay.
And some bad business went about behind the scenes, and he said, "Oh, word, watch this. I'm gonna do my own brand." And now Rude is kind of like Rude isn't what it used to be, and Satoshi is literally on fire.
Ooh.
On fire. They are the creme de la creme of streetwear at the moment.
Okay.
And
would anybody disagree with you on that?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. Nobody would. As far as streetwear, street. So I feel like there's different sectors. Sorry to go off on a tangent, but I feel like there's different sectors of streetwear at this moment. It's like streetwear, and then there's like luxury streetwear.
Okay, no, that's fair. Like real streetwear, and then the luxury.
Like you think of if you talk to the average person and talk to them about streetwear, they're gonna say Stussy, they're gonna say Supreme, they're gonna say Babe. That's Kid Robot. Well, no longer there, but that's what comes to the forefront.
What a time
10D. Those are the staples. Yeah. No pun intended. Staple of what streetwear what streetwear sounded like to us in New York. But I feel like with high-end luxury taking a swing at streetwear and taking a big swing and hit, with the emergence of with the Balenciaga, denim at Balenciaga, and the Gucci and all of these things, all of these houses emerging with making streetwear looks, it gave designers like, we're the real streetwear people, and we can do this and have our own we can keep our culture within our culture and bring on their prices. Like ERD shirt is the price of might be more. The resale price on an ERD shirt is more than a retail Gucci shirt.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. ERD is I'm gonna mess up the name. Infants Lord.
Don't even
I want to weird stuff and can't even pronounce it. Low.
Bella Canana.
Bella Canana. So yeah, Bankani. so we're just gonna call it ERD. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. But those are like the and they're also the most duplicated. So streetwear is in a very complicated spot because it's in a phase of whatever's hot is going to be the blueprint of what other brands are gonna make the premise of their brand. So last year, for the past 2-3 years, it was Godspeed and Hellstar. Those were the two blueprints for everybody. Every young designer starting with a brand, they were taking literally their blueprint and naming their own brand after it, or creating their own twist of the design, taking the Virgil's, what is it, 3% rule? Taking that, but they were taking it to a different level. They were taking it too literal. It's literally lacked any form of creativity, or it was just cash grabs. There's no longevity in what they're doing, unfortunately. And what was I saying? ERD right now, ERD and Satoshi, those are the two brands that everybody's trying to mimic their brand after. And it's going to be that way for probably about the next year. Like the real gothic, slouchy shirt, just putting things on a shirt. And
I was going to ask, what do you think is like predictions for streetwear next year? Like, what do you feel? And you could be right, you could be wrong, but based off of what you see now, what do you think is going to like?
Right about now, it's going to be the ERD wave. Like, that's the biggest thing right now. Just like real gothic looking, real like whimsical, just looking like you got dressed. It's a real punk rock look. They make punk rock. It's a real punk rock look, like a real punk. Like when you think of them, like if you was to think of a band, like imagine getting dressed to go to a Green Day concert.
Okay.
Like if I was gonna get dressed to go to a Green Day concert and I wanted to put that shirt on, I'm gonna go get ERD. But backtrack to the collabs. Yeah, so Satoshi was Vans had the collab with Satoshi. Who else did they had?
I know you was talking about Skims and North Face.
Hold on, before we get there.
And Nike.
Before we get there.
Okay.
So, Vans had the collab with they made their own rendition of the Chanel messenger bag.
Oh.
And that had the streets in a frenzy. The Chanel canvas messenger bag. Yeah, that had the streets in a frenzy.
Knew nothing about it, child.
You didn't know anything about it? No. Oh yeah, that was the numbers.
I remember I told you I was shocked when you showed me them Valentino. I was like,
and then you got Gallery Department, who did the collab with
I actually forgot a little bit about Gallery Department.
Forgot about Gallery Department. R.I.P. Gallery. They've had a relationship with Vans for a while, so they got that as well.
Interesting. Did it do well?
Huh?
Did it do well?
It doesn't do bad.
Okay.
I don't think like if you I don't even know where they resell it at. Let me check the website and see if Gallery does it. But on to Skims. So it's quite a few things with Skims. So Complex dropped their top. I think it was 25
collaborations.
Streetwear brands, and Skims is streetwear.
I don't think so. Skims is not streetwear, but North Face is looked at as a streetwear brand. It's a very
You would look at North Face as a streetwear brand?
I think they are putting it in that category for the simple fact of you go outside, you go in the hood, and like realistically speaking, North Face is going to be part of the uniform, especially when it comes to the wintertime. It's going to be part of the uniform.
Not anymore.
So for a lot of people, it still is. And it may not be like your classic puffer. It may be like, some other pieces, but everyone does. I think doing a collaboration with North Face is kind of like, it makes sense. Gucci did their collaboration with North Face. It did fucking amazing. Skims did their collaboration with North Face. And this is her second collaboration with North Face, if I'm not mistaken. This is not her first one. So, like, I kind of think that it's almost like bridging the gap a little bit.
Oh, between,
huh?
They don't even have the Vans on the gallery department website.
Oh, I think it's like bridging the gap between Skims world, because Skims is its own thing, like its own world for sure, and then bridging the gap to like streetwear and the girls who maybe wanna, get into that vibe, but didn't really know how to do it. But like Kim is giving them an entryway. It makes it feel like, okay, cool. If this is how Kim is gonna style it, like that's how I could probably style it.
Do you feel like Kim Kardashian, no pun intended, is just pimping everything out with her brand? Do you feel like it's just not a money grab, but a how do I put it? Is everything making sense? Like, you have the collaboration, like Skims and NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Kinda. I don't understand.
Everything Kim does is strategic.
Absolutely. To open it to a different demographic.
Everything she does is strategic. And even if we don't understand it and it doesn't make sense in our world, in her world, it does. And that's the only reason why it got done.
And you know something?
So, because Kim, one thing I know a lot of people have their feelings about her. How you feel about her aside, cultural appropriation, things aside, however you feel about her lifestyle and the way that all things aside, Kim is smart as hell. She's smart. She's calculated. She's extremely strategic. She knows what the fuck she's doing. She's an amazing businesswoman. And everything she does speaks for it. Because realistically speaking, if she wasn't an amazing businesswoman, we would not be here. Skims wouldn't be here. These collaborations wouldn't be here. She wouldn't be a multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch the Kardashians, that woman don't sleep. She don't sleep. All she do is work. All she do is work. And so all I can say is, like, I respect her work ethic. I truly do. I respect her work ethic, because I've been watching the Kardashians lately, and I'm like, you know what? Kimmy be working her ass off.
So it's not about exclusivity with you don't care about it being exclusive. So you're okay with it being like pretty much like, we gonna pimp this shit out. Like,
wait, what part being exclusive?
The brand, like we're gonna make this brand accessible. We're gonna collab with everybody. Whoever wants to collab. You trying to join our world? You want to collab? You want to collab?
Kim didn't make Skims to be exclusive. She made it to be inclusive. That was the whole point of the brand.
Okay.
Down to like the way that everything is done. You see the way that the models are on the website. They're from the slimmest girls to your plus size women, from the shades that she carries for the fairest girls to the deepest of chocolate girls. Like, it was made to be inclusive. So realistically speaking, that's just an extension of the brand. All these collaborations are an extension. And, because of Kanye, she does have her foot in the door with people, and she knows certain people that will allow her to get into the streetwear world. So like, this may, like, once again, North Face, it may not be like a Stussy or something like that, but like I said, I feel like it is part of the streetwear conversation. When you just talk about, like, things that you would normally see, it makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie.
She be outside skiing and shit. Let's make some puffers.
Like, if you were to go to some skater in the middle of Soho and you tell him that Skims is streetwear,
but it's not. We're
beat
not trying to say that Skims is streetwear. Oh, I would never say that, because that is an absolute lie. No one can ever say that. However, partnering with a somewhat streetwear brand like, North Face, it just makes sense. It makes sense, because now the girls, if the girls are outside skiing and they want to look chic and cute at the same time, they want a puffer, but they don't want to feel like they're in a, just like your standard North Face puffer. They want something else. Skims and North Face. It makes sense.
Now, with that, we're talking about people taking up space and being accepted in the streetwear conversation. I've been seeing a lot of debate about these two brands. So people forget that Kith is a brand aside from a brick and mortar.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, excuse me, not a lot of people. I saw a creator put his name up there talking about how is Kith, a few, actually, no, a few people were talking about how is Kith really considered streetwear, and is Aimé Leon Dore considered streetwear?
Mm-hmm.
And what I have to say to that is, I don't know if I've spoke about this on the podcast, but I'm going to be real blunt with it. I feel like us as Black people in New York, we forget that there's a whole other side of New York that exists where we don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, when you think of, if somebody tells you you're from Queens, they say they're from Queens, we're automatically gonna say you're from Southside, yada yada yada, forgetting that I'm from Astoria, I'm from Regal Park.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you say you're from Brooklyn, you from the Ville, you from Flatbush, you from the East, dude, I'm from Bay Ridge. I'm from Mill Basin. I'm from Bergen Beach.
Yeah.
You know, we forget about these we forget about those neighborhoods. So when you hear something in the realm of streetwear, you're automatically thinking of how we got it in with streetwear. So, to put a perfect backspin on it, in we would think of Rockaware as a streetwear. We would think of Academics. Those were brands that Academics, Rockaware, Lot 29, Fat Farm. Those were the streetwears of our era. And then you see now a brand like Aimé Leon Dore coming out where you can't get a t-shirt underneath $70. The aesthetic of the store, they have a fucking Porsche, excuse my language, in the middle of the store.
And a cafe, don't forget the cafe.
And a cafe on the side. I went to Aimé Leon Dore the other day to go get inside, and they said it's a 3-hour wait. In all fairness, there was a wait to get into Bape and to get into Supreme as well. There's always a way to get into those stores. But I feel like it's the tablet at the front door to leave my number to tell me there's a 3-hour wait to get into the Aimé Leon Dore. And when you look at the aesthetic of the store, when I look at Bape, I want to take my skateboard and ride through it. Or I want to take my dirt bike and go ride it through it. If I go to Supreme, it's based on skateboarding. You go to Stussy, you want to probably drag my BMX through the shit. You go through Aimé Leon Dore, I want to play golf. I want to read. I want to smoke tobacco out of a pipe. What about that screams luxury? What about that screams streetwear? So to circle it all together is, do we forget that there's other elements of streetwear outside of the rough and rugged? So that guy that grew up in Bergen Beach, he doesn't wear Sergio Tacchini tracksuits every day. I wear a nice Kith polo, or I wear ALD trousers. That's my streetwear. And is there classism in streetwear as well? That's another conversation that I feel like that's a big topic amongst the community. And it's funny because on that whole back block is just a whole, like, Noah, I believe, he actually caught flack because he tried to say that Noah isn't a streetwear brand. And it's like,
well, what is it?
Oh, well, you've been catering and been marketed to this for so long, and now all of a sudden,
he probably don't want to get put in a box. Yeah, but you know what I do think it is that I think that realistically the whole fashion landscape is changing, and so what used to be considered streetwear is now a little bit more complex. right? It's not linear. It's not one thing. It's so many different things. And I think that these brands are now like incorporating different elements of streetwear. It may not be every single thing, but elements of streetwear are present in their designs and in the branding. And so now they get lumped in with other streetwear brands. And that may not have been their intention, or it could be very intentional just because they know what people like. So in order to reach the market that they want to reach, but still kind of stay true to what they want their brand to be, it's a little bit of both. They're playing both sides of the fence. Aimé Leon Dore absolutely does that, because there are men who wear streetwear and may have like a super streetwear piece, but then mix it with something from there. You know what I'm saying? And now it gives the vibe. And so it's working for them. It's working because there's always a line. I see the green bags everywhere, every single place. So I think it really is just like fashion is changing overall, and the categories that we put people in, everything is like getting blended together. It kind of feels like sometimes it's very hard to place certain brands or certain aesthetics because everybody is taking from everybody, and nothing just feels like it belongs to one genre anymore, or one, not person, but just like one group.
But does it now, I don't want to say discredit, but kind of move the staples, no pun intended, out the room?
I don't think so. I think the staples are always going to be the staples. I do think it's up to the people who are really like care about stuff like that to keep it alive.
Like, bro, Carhartt is streetwear now.
Yeah. Carhartt was always workwear.
Carhartt is workwear.
Carhartt is workwear, but it was always workwear that you saw in the streets. Because street niggas always had on Carhartt. So you see what I'm saying? So yes. So it's just like,
okay, fair enough then.
We made things what we wanted to make them.
Absolutely.
And that is why, like certain things became what they maybe were not intended to be.
Okay, because we say Timberland, we would consider, when you see a pair of Timbs, you automatically associate that with streetwear.
Right. That's workwear.
Yeah, that's work. That's,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
I've made this joke on the show plenty of times. I could not imagine pulling up to a construction site in a fresh pair of weeds.
What do you mean? I'll be sick.
What?
I'll be sick to my
Belt
stomach.
to ass.
I'll be sick. Absolutely not. So like this shit like that. You know
I honestly think a New York man will have a stroke.
Probably.
If somebody did that.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like 2026 is going to be very interesting because now we're going to see just like how everybody performs and how certain things that happened this year like really fall into place, right? Like the new designers at these new houses, what that looks like, what is going to be, like how are people going to be spending their money? Like, is that shifting and is that changing? How are people going to be approaching just like fashion in general? Because right now I think everybody is still on, like maximalism became like a trend, but it's always been a thing for a lot of people, right? That's how a lot of people live their lives. But I think because of the political like space that we're in, a lot of people are leaning more towards maximalism, and politics and fashion are always connected, and people don't like necessarily always realize that. But depending on what's going on with like politics and that side of the world, it's always reflected in how people dress, because people are either trying to rebel, people are either trying to like make some kind of statement in the way that they're dressing. And so right now, like I said, maximalism is a thing. I want to know, moving into 2026, like what about that is gonna, like, how is that gonna change, right? Because a couple years ago it was clean girl aesthetic, old money this, old money that. I hate clean girl aesthetic. Do you hear me? With a fucking passion. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to hear nothing else about a clean girl aesthetic, because it's just like, it's so frustrating to me that we constantly tell women the only way that they could look put together is if they have a slick back bun, short square nails, and wear fucking 50 Shades of Beige. Don't piss me off. And you're over there getting wet, and I'm just irritated. I'm irritated because, like, then women, right, sit there and conform to this, and then they get on YouTube and they get on TikTok and they make these videos and they tell women how to be classy and how to be a lady and how to get a man. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, please.
Coming
it's so annoying.
From the Hasidic
it's
Jew
so
herself,
annoying. Shut up.
You are like, the clean girl aesthetic.
I am not the clean girl aesthetic though, and that's the crazy thing. Like, my nails are not dead right now, but I literally wear candy Ferrari red by D&D. Stiletto medium nails, okay?
Ashley.
My braids, blonde 613 braids, down to my knees. Nothing about me is a clean girl at all. Nothing. Okay. I like tailored pieces. Hello, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yo, mama in there dying. Nothing about me is a clean girl. I'm a dirty bitch. I'm such a whore.
Yo, you get on my nerves. You get
I
on my nerves.
am a whore.
Nothing about me is the clean girl aesthetic at all. And if you really dress that way and that's really your vibe, I love that for you. But do not do it only because you think that that's the only way for you to be a classy woman. I'm classy as hell. I know a lot of classy women. And you know what? They wear what they want to wear. So it's just like, this mindset, I would love for that to change in 2026. Like, I would love to not see another video and telling a woman, like, how to present herself as a classy woman when half of these women, like, realistically speaking, don't know what the hell they be talking about. Stop telling people how to get a husband. Tell a woman how to be happy. Tell a woman how to invest some money. Like, y'all want to tell women how to get a husband. Girl, bye. And a lot of these women don't even have husbands. Anyway, we're over because y'all pissing me off. But yeah, child, like 2026, I'm very interested to see like what happens because it's been an interesting year in general. And I feel like a lot of like weird stuff happened.
Like what?
Just like the way that like fashion was, like it was just bomb after bomb after bomb dropping. There was a lot of people filing for bankruptcy. SSENSE up in flames.
Let's get into it now.
The fucking tariffs got people pockets in shambles.
All right, so
shambles.
Let's get into the SSENSE situation. So y'all, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the shopping conglomerate known as SSENSE and the is it $1 billion? Are they like $1 billion yet of debt, or is it we still in the millions?
I'm not sure. Let me double check. I'm telling you right now.
Let's pull up the numbers on what's the most high. I forgot to pull up the numbers on what is the highest. Actually,
bankruptcy filing. Okay, so they filed for bankruptcy August 29th.
Who do they owe the most?
They reported $371 million in debt, including over $93 million owed to various vendors and independent fashion brands. So it doesn't say exactly who they owe.
There's a dollar amount for every brand.
Oh, I would have to like go look for that. Yeah. I'll find it and I'll put a little like screenshot on the
So the funny thing is that
it's a lot of indie brands though, so not large brands, so a lot of smaller brands, because you could find a lot of fire like indie brands on SSENSE.
The smaller brands are the ones that are not getting paid, and the bigger brands magically are getting their money.
But you know where that also happens? Saks was in trouble for that too.
Yeah.
Saks wasn't giving people none of their money. There's a lot of like places that pulled out, a lot of brands that pulled out of Saks for that very reason. Because where's my money?
Like,
where's my money?
Where's
my money? They're not paying their vendors, so they're making money. It's not that these vendors are not making money; they're making the money. But Saks also has so much debt that it seems like they're not like. I just don't think that they're managing their debt correctly. And instead of paying people the money, I feel like maybe they've been trying to like pay off their debt. Like low key, they doing some shady shit. Shady shit.
Fashion is the mob.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that like fashion is, yeah. Anyway, I have a love-hate relationship with the industry.
I feel like the more you get into the science and the logistics and the math of fashion is when you really like, damn, this place is cutthroat. Because for you as an independent designer, and you think like realistically you're being sold a hope and a dream. Mm-hmm. And you hear something like, wow, my brand is being featured in Saks, my brand is being featured on SSENSE. Mm-hmm. I'm finally gaining the notoriety that I stepped into this game for. And although I do this for the love of the sport and the love of the game and the passion of it, I'm in here to get paid. And now I can't get paid, but I now have to see Burberry got their money. Dior got their money. Balenciaga got their money. But what about John Hancock? Like, I got people to feed. I got teams to feed, and then it stifles the creator. Like, I don't want to create no stuff like this. Is what makes people give up, and this is how a lot of people turn their back on the industry. And you kill a dream. You kill a you. This is all mental. Remember, we're artists, and I'm sensitive about my shit. So now, although I'm sensitive about my shit, I'm sensitive about my pockets as well. Because if I don't have the resources to create, I can't create.
Correct.
I'm now being stifled. And just think about the mental toll that it takes on people. And I hate to say this for lack of better words, if they're white people don't take stress and being on the back end of things too well.
Child.
They don't handle that kind of well. So we might just chalk it up and might want to burn something. They gonna come in.
Stupid.
You know?
And the thing about it is that it really is fucked up for the simple fact of often, like, people don't realize how hard it is for smaller brands to even get noticed by places like Saks and all of these big department stores. And then, like, sometimes it takes months and years for you to actually get your pieces in the door. Then realistically, like, okay, what pieces are the buyers going to buy, right? Because it's not the whole collection. And sometimes you only get literally like this much rack space in those department stores. So it's not like you have a full concession. It's very tricky. And I think that it's always fucked up because smaller brands always get the short end of the stick, which is why I think that people, go so hard to create their own. Like, yes, is it great to be featured in these places? Yes, but oftentimes that might come with more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, realistically, I think that people really just have to like continue to build their own tables and do what they have to do for themselves.
All right. So to wrap it up, what is the biggest fashion shift that you're looking forward to? What is the biggest thing that you're looking to see shift within the fashion industry for 2026?
I've been liking that people have been like more conscious about the way that they're shopping. And I want to see that continue. I want to see people continue to like really think long and hard about the pieces that they're going to purchase before they purchase. Now, I'm not saying that you can never shop certain fashion places again, right? What I am saying is though, is like when you're shopping those places, pay attention to the piece that you're picking, because I have things from places that are considered fast fashion like Zara or even Pretty Little Thing that are fucking pieces because I chose them correctly. Like I made sure I chose statement pieces. I made sure to look at the fabric content. I made sure to like know that this is something that I'm going to pull out year after year after year and not something that I'm just going to get rid of, after wearing it once or twice. So just being conscious, because honestly, the amount of waste that the fashion industry produces is sickening. The oceans in Ghana look sickening. It's so sad to see. So for me, I'm always thinking in that way. And I really do want everyone to continue to just like, once again, think about your pockets, but also think about maybe not just saying, oh, like I'm shopping. Maybe think about it as curating, right? Your wardrobe, curating a museum of like pieces that are going to be fire year after year after year, things that you're going to be proud of 10 years from now, because honestly, a lot of the stuff out there is some bullshit. So that's what I hope. I want to see like people just be more intentional.
I'm going to go out on a whim and say, I don't really give a shit. At this point now, I think I done seen it all now.
We have.
I think I done seen it all. I really don't even care.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
It is what it is.
At this point, just do it. It is what it is. I'm so focused on other things. Like, yeah, I quit. I don't do y'all. I could talk till I'm blue in the face. Just do y'all.
He not gonna quit putting that shit on, but he quit caring about what y'all doing.
I quit caring about what y'all doing. Yeah. Just do y'all. Enjoy your life.
That's fair.
But we will see y'all at the top of 2026.
Yes. I hope everyone has a blessed and just prosperous rest of the year. Stay safe. Okay. Do what you got to do for yourself. And yeah, I guess we'll see everybody in the new year.
It's been real. See y'all.
See